Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to a weekly message from Jesus. I hope that you're all having a great week, and I hope that his message today is going to make it even better for you. So I know that our Father is standing here and that he's waiting. So why don't we just simply begin? Good morning, everybody. Yes, I hope you are having a great week as well. That is what I really want. I want each of you to find happiness. I want each of you to find love. And I want each of you to live a life that will make you happy. So, yes, I hope that each of you are having a wonderful week. Today, I'm going to talk to you about something a little bit different. I'm going to talk to you about propaganda. Do you realize how many times each day that you are being lied to? Yep, that's any way to describe it. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, you're going to be lied to. Now, maybe it's not as important, but in many instances, it's still a lie. When you go into a grocery store, you see a sign that says low prices. Well, nothing's low price today. Do you see a sign that says guaranteed fresh? Well, those vegetables have probably only been picked about 2 weeks ago. So, no matter what you see, you have to make a decision. You have to decide what is right and you have to decide what is wrong. Social media. I don't even want to guess at how many people are lying to you on social media. And I'm God and I can't figure that one out. You need to be careful. People are lying to you trying to get your money. They are promising you great return if you just simply invest with them. If it's too good to be true, then it's too good to be true. Everyone is looking to do the best, the easiest way. So if someone lies to you and misleads you, it's very easy to follow their words. Individuals, especially as they get older, their capacities, physical and mental capacities, start to decline. That's simply the way it is. No matter what you think, as you grow older, it's not going to be the same as it was when you were 21. The elderly are easy targets for bad people. They're physically not capable in many instances of defending themselves. They make mistakes. Maybe their eyesight is not as good as it was, and because of that, they misread something. There are many, many mistakes that can be rationalized for older people because that's the way it is. So, older people have to be more aware, but they have wisdom, hopefully. They certainly have had a lot of information through their life. So, they have information that they can use to protect themselves, to think through the lies that they're being told, to use common sense. Now, in many instances, the young don't have that information to use. So they follow lies. Perhaps a gang leader will go to a young individual and tell him all this wonderful things that will happen if he joins their gang. He doesn't tell them they can go to that they will, in all probability, wind up going to jail or wind up dead. You see, that's all part of the propaganda. Individuals are being lied to every minute of every day. Turn on your television and listen to the commercials. They're all exaggerated because they're trying to sell their product. Listen to some of the so called infomercials. you'll get a great example of what propaganda truly is. Many countries build their foundation upon propaganda. They lie to their people. In Russia, the people have been lied to for so long they can't understand the truth. It is only through information that comes in from the outside world that they start to understand just simply what the truth is. There'll be a time of reckoning when the citizens of Russia understand just how much they've been misled. They'll understand sometime how much has been stolen from them, but it's going to be a long process. Propaganda is very, very dangerous. It misleads, it takes you down the wrong path. Now, the most dangerous propaganda is when you lie to yourself. When you tell yourself that you're doing all that you can do for others, that you're setting a great example, that you're listening and following my words, every one of them, that you're doing everything that you can do to assure that you will find a good judgment when you return to heaven. Nobody is doing all they can do. That's just simply the way it is. You can always do more. You can always do more to help others. I want you to look at yourself and I want you to figure out how many ways you're lying to yourself. I'm not trying to be nasty. This is human nature. No one understands it better than I do. But you have to be truthful with yourself. Do you have doubts about my existence? Well, do you? Most do. I understand that. You can't see me, you can't touch me. You're hearing my words, and many people think that's not even accurate. They think Barry's making all this up, that he enjoys coming down every Wednesday morning and speaking in front of the camera. There's a lot of other things he could be doing, but he's spreading my words. I want each of you to understand that it's not always easy to follow my words. Sometimes you're faced with decisions. And I'm sure, well, I know that you do not always make the decisions that'll be true to my teachings. Once again, that's human nature. Many people, if they have to decide between doing 100% of what is right and maybe just slipping in a little bit of maybe I shouldn't have done that, quite often, if they think it's going to help them, they'll go to the maybe I shouldn't have done that. Human nature, free will. Please do not lie to yourselves. Just be honest with yourself. If you have doubts about me, fine. That's normal. My greatest servants have had doubts about me. If you listen to the interview with Mother Teresa, she'll tell you that she questioned herself, her belief. When she looked at the poor of Calcutta, she wondered how I could ever allow that. But she didn't understand. You see, there's karma that has to be repaid when people live bad lives. Quite often, individuals make huge amounts of money and think they're going to bring it with them to heaven. There's no hip pockets that they can stick that wealth in when they come over here. We know and we understand everything that takes place over here. You have to understand that when you go against my teachings, you're creating problems for yourself. Doubt. Doubt's normal, but you have to overcome it. You see, doubt in me will destroy the foundation upon which you should be building the teachings upon which you build your life. Have no doubts that there will be a time you return home. Have no doubts that you will be a time that you face the guides and they'll tell you what you did right and what you did wrong. I want you to know the truth. I want you to be able to tell when someone's lying to you. Use common sense. I use those phrases a lot when I speak to you. Common sense is one of the most important things that you can use in your life. If it doesn't make common sense to you, don't do it. If you see a raging river and you see $100 bill floating down that raging river, don't try to pick it up because it doesn't make sense. It can result in your death. Now, that's not, to me, that's not as bad as it is to you because I made death inevitable for everyone. But you're out there, you have a life plan. You need to try to follow that life plan. When people lie to you, they try to lead you away from the life plan. That life plan has no evil in it. So if somebody is trying to guide you into an act of evil, you are not following your life plan. It's pretty simple. You need to understand what evil truly is. When people are lying to you, that's evil because they're trying to mislead you. And by misleading, they'll take you away from your plan. I wish there was some way the humans could understand the dangers of lying to one another, the dangers of misleading. That's very critical. But even more important is you understanding when you're lying to yourself. Because your soul is yourself. When you lie to yourself, you're lying to your soul. You're misleading your own soul. And there will be a time of reckoning. And that's when you pass and come home. Don't lie to yourself. It's okay. Understand the truth. If you have doubts in me, listen to more of my words. My words will convince you. My words will lead you. If you have doubts, pray. Ask for guidance. In all probability, something will happen that will lead you back to understanding my existence. There is much help available to you. If you think there is no help available, then you're lying to yourself. That's a dangerous lie because we want to help you advance. Nobody over here wants you to be reduced in the realm in which you will reside for a lot of time. And I'm using a lot of time because that's a vernacular that you understand. But over here, there's no time. So it can be quite a while. You will have to make up for what you do. Lying to yourself can be one of the most dangerous things that you can do. You can tell yourself that you have no ego. You can tell yourself that everything you do helps others. But then if you go out and you let that ego grab you and tell you that you are the best that's ever walked the earth, that you're the smartest in the room, that you know more than anybody else, that you don't really have to do anything to serve me, then you are lying to yourself. Ego is the most dangerous thing that you possess. Your ego is that little push that can make you do what evil wants you to do. Quite often, what is good is not what your ego is telling you is good. Your ego is lying to you. That little thing that we call ego, it can be a terrible, terrible, terrible thing. It can lie to you. It can make you believe that you are the greatest thing that ever walked the earth. You aren't. You're like everyone else. You're only living the benefits and blessings that we gave you. If we take those blessings away, your ego is not going to be happy. So stop lying to yourself. Just follow my words. Use common sense. Help others. Don't do anything that you don't want done to you. Stop the propaganda in your life. So thank you once again for listening. We'll be back again next week. We'll talk about something different. But until then, don't lie to yourself. Be honest with yourself. It's a great first step. I bless all of you. I always do. Goodbye, and we'll speak again. Okay. Don't lie to yourselves. It's not going to work out. So we'll be back again next week. I know that he has many more messages in store for you, and hopefully I'll be able to continue to be the one giving them to you. Be truthful, be honest with yourself. That's all it takes. We'll see you next Wednesday morning, 9 o'clock Mountain Time. Until then, have a wonderful week.